when we created the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, we specifically put in an Office of Service Members Affairs, which has been led until recently by Holly Petraeus. And I'm just wondering if you can give us any sort of on-the-ground feedback about, is it helping? Do we need to do more? What else can we do? And I'll start just because it's the Army, just because he's there, okay? Sergeant Daly, Sergeant Major.
Senator Reed, thanks for the question, and I'd be happy to share with you my experience with the organization which you described, and which previously was led by Ms. Holly Petraeus. We have scheduled meetings with her on frequency in the past, and she has easily described the benefit that she provided to our soldiers in the ways of protecting and making sure that they weren't being aggressively pursued by predatory lenders. So I can't speak for the specific numbers, but I know it's a substantial amount of help that was provided by that organization for our soldiers. It's also increased our internal agencies that have provided assistance. So now soldiers are no longer going with those predatory lenders and now using things like the Army Emergency Release Fund, which is a nonprofit organization governed by the military service or oversight by the military service that provides low and no-cost interest loans to our soldiers. So I see value in that organization, and I know that they have done great things for our service members.
Chief.
Thanks, Senator. You know, I know that our sailors think about when they get the calls from debt collectors, they think about mortgages, and they think about interest rates, high interest rates, and what we can do to try to help mitigate that or provide them education up front to work through all that. And like my my battle buddy here, the Sergeant Major, I've also met with Holly Petraeus prior to her retirement, and had the opportunity to speak with them about services that are provided and the education that is provided to our service members. You know, and something that we spoke about just recently is the, you know, we have this thing called the misadventures of money management that we provide to those personnel that are in our delayed entry programs to kind of start them up front on education in those regards, so the things that later may affect them in life that they may not understand. And the idea is educate them early before they even get into an institution that may affect them later on involuntary separation or clearance matters that may affect, you know, money matters. So we've worked hand in hand with them. We continue a weekly battle rhythm with the office to continue to figure out any support that can be provided in the realm of financial literacy.
Thank you. Sergeant Major.
Good day, Senator Reed, sir. I echo my battle buddies here. We're the last one to come on board. I was reading through it this morning on the treadmill, sir, and the misadventures in money management. We actually tied it into our program for our policy for blended retirement system, which will roll out in 1 March, and we'll start to capture those numbers as well. This is a great program, a great tutorial, and starting with the delayed entry program is the right place to start. We know that.
Thank you very much. And Sergeant Major Cody.
Senator Reed, thanks. So I think all of us have spent time with Holly Petraeus and would have the same opinion of, you know, any agency that's out there specifically focused on supporting service members and their families and helping them make good decisions is good for the military. It's good for them. So the only thing I think I would share with you on this, especially as we talk about this blended retirement stuff, we're talking a lot about military compensation and looking all this. And to your point, money is a huge factor in just the sustainability of a family and a lifestyle. Is this idea that we're never going to be experts within the Department of Defense on this type of money management. It's not what the American people expect us to do. This becomes a personal thing. But the dynamics and the lifestyles that we expect our people to live in are dramatically different than anybody else in the nation. So having these relationships and available services outside where they are resources to us is extremely important because they are experts. Having access to the experts that can help us through understanding what this fully means to a young person, blended retirement, how that changes, I think it's better because their sole focus is on that, and our sole focus can't be on that. It has to be on doing what we do for the nation. So, again, I think they've done great stuff from that office particularly. I think that's the only thing we can speak to because that's our interaction with the agency. But no question, we need something like that to leverage as a support structure for those that serve because realize the predominance, you know, Sergeant Major talked earlier, of the age of the people that come in to the military and the lack of education they have on finances. So having them embed into school systems and better educate people like we're doing with the delayed limit, if you start off a little bit better, you have a better chance of finishing in a good place. Thanks.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. I just said, if there's anything else you think we can do along these lines, please let us know. And thank you for your service, and thank the soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, that you so ably represent. Thank you.